Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk how to keep you clients happy and your employees happy. So bear with me, because sometimes I get nervous and I go really fast, and you're like, "What are he saying?" But anyways, I think it's very happy to keep your clients happy because that's the ones that pay you check every day and pay you bills. So here's three tips that I think is very good to keep with your clients, so you can keep it happy and keep it involved in your business, so they feel like they're part of your team as well. So value their opinion. Why is important to value their opinion? Because you are the expert in what you do and you feel. Well, if maybe they have a different point of view, and when they see something else that you cannot see. But for example, we have a client that sometimes they call and they say, "Oh, it was this miss and this," and that's because there's a lot of dust in there. So they told us how to can you how do you, they ask us how do you clean, and then we start explaining to them how do we do it. Well, they say, okay, since the floor is really dusty, what about if you first dry mop the floor, and then there won't be that much dust in the computer desk. So one of the things that we said, yeah, sure, let's try that. So they know that we care about the opinion that they have as well. That's one of them. Like, it's very important, consider their opinion, listen to them, and be aware of what they think. The other thing that the second one I think is to keep them happy, as well as like calling them regularly, and ask them how your service is doing. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick and my throat is kind of hurt. Anyway, as asking how do they feel about your service or products, because maybe you think your price is okay, and you take a little while to call them because you don't want to. Some people, we are afraid sometimes, like, what if they call, if they have complaints, or the price is not that good, or they start saying negative things. Well, sometimes if you call them and you ask them about your product and your service, or your service that you do, if they say it's something is good but it's not that good, so look at it that way. Like, I look at it when it happens to me, like, we have mistakes, we are not perfect, and my people does mistakes. Who does it? I mean, let's be real here. Well, when they call you and ask you, or, I mean, I'm sorry, when they tell you that you're doing something bad, don't feel bad, or get angry. Oh, because this guy's don't doing their job that I asked him. Just think it like, oh wow, okay, well, let's improve on this, and that mistake is then they create like a lot of negative thing in you, and try to like get her upset, or get mad at the people that's working for you. Just think it's like, okay, how we can fix that problem, and it's way better, and it's gonna be like relationship with your client, like you always call them, asking how can improve, or how can if my service is good or the product is good. If you call them constantly, and they feel like, oh, this, they care, they care about the service, they care about the business that we have with each other, so that relationship becomes really strong. The other third tip is like, um, regular answer the emails or the phone calls, or yeah, answer the phone calls or the emails or the texts that they send you. If you don't have the time, or you don't have how's it called, you don't have the moment right there to answer the phone, or you can answer the phone, and you can ask him like, hey, how long is gonna be this problem? If you're really busy, you're like, okay, I have a minute to answer the phone. Be really appropriate to, to answer it, but say, hey, how long is it going to be this talk? 15, 20 minutes or 5 minutes? Because if you don't have that time, and you can just tell them, hey, you know what, I don't have that time right now, if it's going to take longer than 20 minutes or 15 minutes, um, then they see that you value the time, and they think like, oh wow, this guy's really value their time. And time is very important for in business or anything that you do, I mean, basically, because time goes away and never come back. So they see in you like you really value the time, and you don't want to waste their time. Or if you tie it up, or if you have like a frame time, like, okay, this is the time that I'm going to answer my emails. um, yes, have it in your schedule and answer the emails in that time, and they realize like, oh, they answer my emails in this time. So that's is when they expect you email, and you constantly respond in that time. They kind of getting used to like, okay, I'm sending an email and they respond in this time, so they know when exactly when they can contact you, and you're gonna have that time to answer them, and they're gonna realize like, oh, this guy really is focused and try to value their each everybody their time. So that's three things that I can come up with in my research, and I can talking to my clients and how do the things work in the world, because our um, niche is industrial world and distribution. So we try to focus in them and see how we can better our service and how we can learn from them so we can continue services. The other thing that I want to talk about is like how it's very happy to I'm very happy. It's very important to keep your employees happy as well, because if you notice, if you can open. I talked to one of the guys that I did an interview. He say, uh, and able to have a healthy and strong business is to keep happy your employees, because he said like it doesn't matter how much buildings or plants I open if you don't have the right people in keep it happy the people that I have, because the plants is gonna be there, but if you don't have the people, it won't get anywhere anyways. So three things to keep it happy that I research is like recognizing every single time that they do things, or if because what I hear is basically like the manager in the office, they just come out only when everything is going bad, like they did mistakes, or they don't recognize them all the time, like if they're doing a good job or they're doing a bad job. Uh, they only come up with they doing a bad job. So um, one quick tip is like recognize him, even if you just go up there every morning and talk to them a little bit how is going on in his life, and recognize him and say, you know what, you're doing a really good job in the machine, or whatever the thing that they are doing the service. Even if they're doing the service, hey, you're doing a really good job. They really appreciate that, and they feel like they're big. Um, that somebody knows what they're doing in the building, because some people they have a hard time in the back in the house, or in the family. So anyway, but when you go up there and talk to them and recognizing you did a really good job yesterday, and you keeping up with the parts or the survey that you did yesterday, it was really good. So thank you so much, and I appreciate them. They make you feel so good, because I did another study with another client. I tried to get a different studies with a different people every week. And this it was another guy said like when I start working in this company, nobody will talk to me. Well, they will talk to him because he was the guy that's signing the checks for them. But he say now if I go to the warehouse and I talk to them and ask him for a favor, they will do it. Not because I signed the check, because I do things for them. Go talk to them, talk to their level, understand their lives. So it's very important to recognize them when they do something good. And the second thing is always thinking. I mean, if you think about it, when you in work, if somebody come over to you and talk to you and say, "Oh, thank you so much for doing," I don't know, take out the trash, or I don't know, for changing the ink in the copy machine. You don't have to do that work, but thank you so much. Little things like that, it goes a long far away, because you're thanking him and think, giving thanks for what they did, and they don't even expect anything back. They just like, wow, you changed their day because the way that you talk to them, they you saying thank you, and like they changed your mentality because somebody say thank you to you, you like, whoa, it's really good. And the third one, make them feel like they belong in the big picture, because some people, and I've been talking to managers that they control a lot of people, they say it's sad that sometimes in our field we forget to go up there and talk to the people and know what is his life, what are they like, what is his kids doing, or his wife, or anything like that. So we forget to talk about what is in this and in their lives. And with that said, if you go up there and talk to them and start a conversation and ask him for opinions, because sometimes when you make him feel the big picture is like you think all the tools that you given to them is really good or is the appropriate for the job that they're doing or the service that they're doing, and sometimes you talk to them and listen, and they have a different kind of tools or different. They give you a different things to come up with it and do the job better and faster and more comfortable, and they be more productive because they they for example in our field I was using a chemical. It was leaving a little strings in the tables when they cleaning, and the glass cleaner also as well. It was two, and they said, "Can you bring us this other kind?" And we started using the different kind, and it was working better for them, and they were like, "Oh, this is awesome, and it cleans really good." So I didn't know that the other chemical it was more hard. It would do the job, but it would take more time, and it was like frustrating them because it was so hard to uh, keep the tables really smooth and looking good. So when you are not doing this constantly in the field, you don't know the experience that they have, what tools that they need, and you give them the tools. Well, if you don't ask them, you don't know. You think the tools that you give them is fine, but it sometimes doesn't work the way that they like. So when you ask them for this kind of opinions to them, they make them feel like they're part of the big picture. They're that you care about what they think, what they stand in that building. Because if you don't make them feel like comfortable, they just there for a paycheck and that's it. And when something goes wrong or you need more work, you always smile at them. It's one of the things that I talked to one of the people and this guy I talked to, and he said, "Well, sometimes the managers only come over and talk to us and throw us a smile and talk to us really nice when they need like more overtime or when they when they need a product get done. They treat us really good or they talk to us really good. But when they don't need nothing for us, they don't even say hi to us. They don't say good morning. So this little things when you go up there and talk to them and say, "Hi, good morning, how you doing, how's your day?" Even though if you don't what's called if you don't need that job getting done, if you build the relationship when the time comes, there's a lot of overtime because you gotta know they spend like sometimes 20, I mean 40 or 50 or 60 hours in the warehouse. So if you don't make them feel like in the big picture, they get an attitude with you, and I don't know, it just doesn't make him happy. But yeah, that's the three things that I have for how to keep your clients happy with you and keep in touch with you and make them more I say it's more sticky to you because they think like you care about them and you think like a they think like you are aware that anything that's changing in the field, you're always there to answer the questions or be there when something goes wrong for the clients. For the people, for your employees, is like keeping in mind all the time. Like I don't know, like this a guy that I talk to. Sometimes he goes to McDonald's and buy like 100 nuggets or whatever it is in the morning, give it to them coffee, and that keep them engaged with you because it's little things that you even expect from them, from you, and they see that and they get really happy and they're like, oh yes, I like that guy or whatever. But it's all about like how to treat you customers and how to treat you employees. So I hope anybody up there gets gets a value of this. Hey, that's Kaylin and watching me, my wife. Anyway, I hope anybody give benefit of this. If it's valuable to anybody, just share and I mean share it or say something in Facebook so we can come and reply back to you guys. So if you guys want to ask to talk about something else, just let us know and we'll continue doing more studies and see if anybody gets advantage of this. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave it on Facebook or email us to industrial office cleaning email. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend.